action. It's South Africa taking on Germany, and I've got a special guest in the commentary box. Michael King, the General Manager of Touch Football New Zealand, joins me. Michael, good to see you, mate.
Thank you for having me. Looking forward to seeing how Germany go this morning in this game.
Yeah, they've had a bit of a tough start, unfortunately, Germany. They haven't got a win on the board as of yet, but they have come up against some tough opposition. South Africa, on the other hand, they have had 2 wins and 2 losses, so a little bit inconsistent themselves. They'll be looking to get another win on the board in this match. But Germany coming out of their end of the field, they're doing not too bad here. We can hear the South Africans counting each touch count from the sub-box, but they're driving in nicely here, the Germans. This is a little bit... And they've almost created the overlap here. Oh, diving effort. They're going to get a penalty as well there, Michael. That was a really good set there from the German side.
Yeah, look, it actually just looked like they were just, coming through the field and not really planning on anything. But, the game is all about anything happens at any time. So, well done, Germany. They've got a new 6 here. So let's see what they can come up with.
Yeah, great start from the German side. They're showing their intentions. They're rolling within the 5, steaming onto the ball, pops up, does a good job to hold on to that one.
Nice little 32. Peel count 32 by the German players. Here we go, ball back in the middle. Let's see, they've got their girl up at the point. Nice little 32 play. She goes low.
Yeah, that's Colmheim. Got to keep an eye on her in this match, Michael. I did call another German mixed open match earlier on, and she plays in the middle for pretty much the majority of the game, and a lot of her the attack of the German sides comes from her. She's a great player and just couldn't execute that final pass. But still really positive signs being shown here from the Germans.
Yeah, they're plugging that left-hand corner, right? They obviously see something in there where there is possibly... an opening down on their left side. Here we go. We've got South Africa coming through the field into their subbing box area.
Yeah, so first real decent possession here for South Africa. Let's see how they attack into the German defensive line. It's nice transition coming out of the substitution box for them. There's just space available to them, and they take it. And that was Van der Net getting the opening touchdown for the South Africans, but they transitioned out of their end of the field really nicely there.
So how have South Africa been going so far to date, Scott? What
so 2 wins and 2 losses for the South African side. So they're sitting about mid-pack. And the mixed open division heavily contested this year at the World Cup. 2 pools. I think there's about 22 odd teams in each. So the interesting factor is now we're in the midpoint of the mixed open division. They started on day 1. They've still got another couple of days to go before they even look at the playoff situation, but a lot of games coming up. And as you may have heard over the PA in the just before we started this match, the heat rule has been enforced, so we will be going into quarters as of this match as well. So 10-minute quarters coming up as a result, so it's going to be another tough match.
So for those who sort of just popped in here on the live stream, we've gone into quarters. What's the protocols around that? Why is that?
Yeah, there's a heat policy in place, so once the temperature reaches a certain point, I'm not exactly 100% sure what the temperature is. Obviously, player welfare and for the referees as well, we can't forget to mention them, comes at the forefront. So once they reach that certain point, and the tournament staff here will monitor that throughout the day, the heat enforcement rule gets put in place as the first precautionary measure, which is to reduce the game to, well, it's not reducing the game, but implementing quarters, 10-minute quarters, and there's going to be a 2-minute drinks break in between those quarters as well.
Fantastic. Well done the event organisers for putting player welfare at the top of the list there. Here we go. Germany making it to the far side of their subbing box. Oh, nice firm touch going on.
Geez, they're running into the line is impressive, isn't it?
Ball back in the middle. She's calling her in. Let's see what Germany can set up on the 5 here. Just getting themselves organised. Nice push up by the point. Great.
Picked off, and he's got to go the full distance. There is a chase in play. He's heading towards that far right-hand corner, but they pull up stumps, and that's another touchdown there.
I'm not quite sure if it's the heat wave. For a split second, I thought I was watching 100 metres at the Olympics.
But how quick was it? I think the interceptor, I think it was number 12 there, Loon. He might have thought that he was Usain Bolt. I used to think that when I was playing as well. Think I was going a lot quicker. Then I watched myself on video one time and I was horrified.
Good. Big fella got off the ground to pick that one up. So here we go. Let's see if Germany can do this time. They're making good yardage through the field. Nice and direct. Here they go. They got a sweet play coming. Just picked up, gone back. Nice chop on the hole. Good defense on the line by the South African link female. Great comms going on. You can hear it from this stage. Here we go. Their playmaker calling the shots here.
Here's Colmheim again, looking to connect. It goes the inside ball. It's been picked off again, but there was simultaneous contact there. Lucky that was taken as well. Sate, he might have been down the other end trying to replicate what we just saw previously.
Just a little follow play off that quickie. An interesting 21 peel there. Here we go. Now the South Africans have got a fresh pair of legs on the field as they start to wrap around. Oh, referee spots something there.
Yeah, they're going to get pulled back for the over the mark there. Would have been a little bit harsh. Looked like it was all in one motion, but there was definitely a distance between where the touch was made and where the ball was rolled. And they call play on here. But Germany, they've done a really good job getting out of their end of the field. They head over towards their substitution box now. They're going to make some changes. A nice defensive pressure from the South Africans. It's a real time, sorry to cut you off there, Michael, when the defensive side can turn the screws when they're making changes, push the defence up and try to cut the space down.
Exactly. And here we go. Let's see what Germany can come up this time. Very quick turnover ball.
Look at this, straight back on to the attack. They're in all sorts of trouble here, Germany now in this set. They managed to reset their defensive line a little bit, but subs coming on and flowing nicely for South Africa.
Great yardage play through the field by South Africa. 2 to 3 touches and they're well in striking distance. Here we go.
They look to go short side. Beautiful left foot again. Yeah. That was pretty to watch. Individual brilliance there. They came down the short side, 2 left foot steps, and that'll be one for the highlight reel.
There we go. Just like that. It's good night, nurse.
You got footwork like that, mate, when you play?
Yeah, well, about, I think 30 kgs ago, I might have had something like that.
The glory days, unfortunately, behind us.
It's all through the mic. That's where we're going forward.
So South Africa have extended the lead. There's a flat ball there, but they're still looking to play expansive. They're steaming onto the ball. They're within the 5. Nice connection pass. The referee, I think, is happy that the ball's gone down first. That's a really good response from Germany. They're protesting a little bit at South Africa, but that's a great try, and they get their first one on the board for this match.
One thing the German players are doing are hitting the 21 lines in between the winger and link, and always looking back for that follow play. They've done it on both sides. This time it's come off for them. I love the dive at the end. Fantastic.
Great work. And South Africa, look at that. Off the tap off, they make 10 easy metres. So they're going direct through the middle of the German defence at the moment. Still focused on that centre third. They take their time now. They're encroaching on the 5 metre zone. Switching, ball movement's really nice from South Africa.
With a peel coming on. They've gone back to the short side. Referee calls that a forward pass. The South African winger looks at the referee in dismay.
Not happy.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, Sharon Elizabeth Long did a good job to grab that one in and put it down, but all to no avail as Germany now, they turn the ball over. And you can really see the intensity from South Africa, even streaming towards the substitution box. They are sprinting off to get their new players back onto the field. Super impressive start here for South Africa.
There we go. There's the runaway try scorers dummy half. Another 32 peel coming up. They've gone to long. Went low. Referee says the ball was down. Great try. Nice 32 peel play. Looking wide. The outside middle went off on the peel play. And they went low. Well done. South Africa certainly got a lot of strike options on the line there.
Yeah, absolutely. Try scorer Divan Duplessis streaming onto the ball. That's number 4 for the South Africans. So that's going to be our quarter time break. The heat rule in force as of this time slot. So we'll take the opportunity to take a short break as well. We'll be back with the second quarter very shortly.
Right, so we're back here. So the thing to just know about the 10-minute quarters is that where the players last stopped is where the play for the next quarter begins. So it's not starting at halfway. And so here we go, South Africa coming out of their 5. Bit impressed with their yardage game. They're getting to their box and touch counts too. Now got a new set of legs. Went great line. Good yardage play, and here we go. Ball back in the centre. Good hands. A really nice play in terms of the ball. Oh, found the gap? No. Referee calls that as a touch. So the other really good thing about the quarter play is that our referees also have an opportunity to make sure that they get hydrated and they're not left out there stranded. So South Africa finding the gap on that one. Just a loose arm going out by the German defender, but was not able to pull that player in.
Yeah, it's a nice bit of individual work there from Molefe. Just got in the outside of the defender, as Michael explained. So number 5 on the board for South Africa. We made mention as well, just during that quarter time break, they're still keen as beans as South Africans. Even before the hooter had gone to get back on the field, they're ready to stream back out there. So
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go, coach.
Yeah, it seems like they might have circled this one as a crucial match for them to win. And they definitely want to go into the next round. 3 wins and 2 losses on the board. It's going to put them about mid-pack in the pool. So they've got their eyes on some finals games, I think, later on the road, the South Africans.
But playing well, the South African team. There's not a lot of errors in their game. Coming through the field really well, setting themselves up in the middle. Now we've got a 33 peel going on here. He's looking to go low. The male link just picked him up. No, what did he call there?
Yeah, touch and pass the referee had called, so it must have been on the previous play. And if that wasn't called from the ref, it was going to be another touchdown. Oh, I was almost going to say good hands. No, it's taken a deflection from South Africa, so 6 more touches here to Germany.
Nice bit of refereeing by the German player.
Now they've gone over the mark, unfortunately. Look at this, straight on the mark, and they're tapping. They're back on the attack.
Referees are really watching that area there, making sure that they plant the ball and the player is stepping forward, not stepping back on the ball. So here we go again.
Yeah, touch made there, so the try scorer Maleev. Last try scorer for South Africa. He dishes the ball. He had to come back on that previous play and roll it on the mark. Oh, stuck underneath. Beautiful ball as well. Well, just somehow made her way through the German defence, and that's a nice ball as well, and finished. We can see the two German players just having a little bit of a chat to each other. I think it was that yours? Was that mine?
Yeah, look, it's I think, yeah, there was some confusion going on. Look, in the South African link who went through that hole, she says, "Coach, I'm staying on. I'm going back to D this one up. I've got 2 more tries to assist." I think that's what she's thinking. So let's see. Here we go again. Just a bit slower this time in this quarter from Germany. They were coming through the field nice and direct. Here we go. Let's see what they can do this time.
Yeah, they were all guns blazing in that first quarter, and the sting's been taken out of their attack a little bit in the second. But here's that danger player again. She's just taking on the defence. I heard the referee saying the players are off. They must have made the line back again. At Colmheim, the number 2, she's going to roll the ball. See if she can create something. Out of nothing, dishes the ball. They're still throwing it around. It's still in hand. Germany, they take the touch now and change over possession to South Africa. They're coming out of their end of the field.
South Africa, I really like, they just seem calm as they come through here and make their way to the subbing box. They've just got a really nice, simple game plan.
Yeah, a little bit of a collision there. Players down on the ground. They've recovered now. There's a little bit of space for the South Africans on the right-hand side. They head that way now. Good contact in the roll ball. They look to go short. They've got overlap. They had plenty of options available to them. They hold the ball in the end, and it all opens up, and another touchdown there for South Africa.
Nice little 33 peel off there, and just looking for options. Ball up in front of them. Seeing if the shut's coming. No shut. Player just goes straight through the line. Very simple touch shown by the South African open mix squad, which I'm really loving. It's great to see just a really calmness as they come through the field.
Hey, talk us through that 33 peel manoeuvre that they've been using. You've made mention of it a few times. South Africa are running that quite regularly.
Yeah, so if we're watching the German players at the moment, they've got the 3 and 3, so we call it the middle players, where when one of the 3s will plant the ball, the other 3 will become the dummy half, and the link comes around the back. So we're calling it it's a bit like a sweep play, but they use it as a peel, which makes the defender have to choose whether they come and shut it or not.
So back to the mark, South Africa go, and it just gives them a couple of extra seconds to realign as the substitutions come onto the field. They shift the ball back in field. Nice little dummy play there. They take on the outside. Nice little turn of foot and speed work shown there. That was John Henry Payne. Another touchdown, but nice little shift. They're out on the right. Yeah. They send it back over to the left, and they go back on the attack.
I really like South Africa's confidence to hold the ball and just look to play what's in front of them. Give it a bit of air. Not be committed to those early touches and just go through the motion. So they're playing with a lot of heads up, a lot of smarts.
So, Michael, you're also the general manager of Touch New Zealand, mate. Talk us through how the New Zealand sides have been going at the World Cup so far in 2019.
Yeah, we've had good preparation leading up to this World Cup, and if anyone's been down in New Zealand, it's not one of the hottest places on the planet. So
definitely not. I went there in the summertime once, and I just couldn't get my head around it.
So our players have been training with sweatshirts and jackets on during the summer period, just to sort of acclimatise before coming across the KL. But yeah, we've had a good couple of days. We've had some early hit-outs against the current world champions, which we're really like. Been a few close games, but it's all good learning. You know, this is about a tournament here. This is not a one-off play, so I'm comfortable with where the New Zealand teams are at.
Oh, it's really good. Yeah, it's a good insight to some of the preparations that some of the teams have to try to acclimatise. We're talking with some of the European sides that have been taking advantage of some heat chambers for some of their preparation as well. But we made mention that it's an amateur sport. Unfortunately, these things aren't supplied to some of our athletes, and they actually have to pay. So it just shows the dedication that they have. This might open up here for Germany. Yeah, the dedication and the preparation that's required for these athletes to come and represent their country in a foreign country overseas.
Yeah, and what I've really liked, and this is, we're no different to a lot of other countries, is just the different backgrounds that people come from who play this sport. So we've been in New Zealand, we've been fortunate to have some people who work in high performance areas who've got access to heat chambers. So we've had a couple of our regions been involved in training, so it's been great for them. Here we go, nice through the field run by the South Africans.
Yeah, they're not letting up. It's been a couple more touchdowns as well, but they're starting to streak away. A lot of speed across the park for South Africa as well. So really potent attacking side. They're looking dangerous in the mixed open, and they just send that one down, unfortunately. And Van der Net turning that one over. There hasn't been too many errors in the South African match so far.
No, it's one of the things that I have been impressed about their game to date. It's their yardage through the field has been really nice, and being able to get big space, handling, both short and long passes have been really good. And I really like how the South African links and wingers are coming through. Ball in two hands, heads up. It's good to see.
This is nice ball movement here from Germany. They're still throwing it around, and they just turn it over, coming into the 5 metre zone. So South Africa now, look at this, another dummy, an extra 10 or so metres. Throw a nice little block play out the back. Again, every carry seems to be getting about 10 or so metres up the field, and they might be trying to get just one more touchdown before the hooter, but the hooter is going in the background. It still could happen. Oh, right footstep, draw and pass, and a timing finish as well. Well, I was a little bit nervous at the end. Thought she might have taken her time, but they get one on the hooter. Sharon Elizabeth Long finishes off in the corner, but great footwork there from South Africa.
Great dive there at the end. I think she might have winded herself on that one.
So we go into the halftime break. South Africa right in control of this mixed open match. Let's see if the Germans can come back and get another couple of touchdowns in the second half. And we are back out on field one. The hooter goes in the background. Germany get us underway. They have the tap to start the second half.
So let's see what the how the coach's half-time talk went on. Oh,
They had space out there, Michael, if he held on to that ball.
certainly coach killer that one, coming in on the line and drops the ball.
And they're straight back on the attack here.
Game.
Gets the second touch and they're already over the halfway line.
South Africa just continuing from their first half. Nice yardage through the field. Here they go. Just across halfway. Setting up a strike. Let's see what they can come up here. They've certainly got some dancing feet out there. Oh,
And still play on to call. Yeah, the dancing feet. Look at this transition. They were just over on the left-hand side, but fifth touch, so they managed to shut it down, Germany. Good job.
it's good defence by the Germans this time. Here they go. Making their way to their subbing box. Done their 2 sets and they're out of here.
That's no. Yeah,
It's a risky one.
It looked like a nice ball out of the hands, actually. It was a nice low spiral, but yeah, probably didn't need to be thrown. It was juggled, but they held on to it. And they're crabbing across the field. Nice switch in now. Still running.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a real dangerous player.
She saw the gap there and player was coming through, but just wasn't able just to lose her player. And the South Africans, again, touch count 2 and they're over halfway.
And they shift now
There we
to
go.
their subs on the field and their speedman as well. Nice drive out to the left-hand side. Oh, yeah, the ball just dipped down. I think he knew as soon as he threw it, it wasn't executed very well.
The setup was great, just the final pass didn't go to match.
Oh, that was clunky. Another one for the highlight reel. Oh, yeah, there might have been a little bit of contact. I thought,
I think it might be on the somewhere around the knee area. I think his head went down, so let's hope that it hasn't put her out of action. That would be a great loss to the German team if she went down.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm giving her the points in that collision, though. She knocks off lead down to the ground. Just got a little bit of a knock at the same time. She's over into the interchange box now. Let's see what the referees call here, because the ball has hit the ground.
I think she was saying, look, you might have the dancing feet, but come in, if you want to run at me, you're going to fall over. You're going to come off second best.
It's a penalty for something. I'm not too sure what is.
No,
There's quite a
but
distance.
he's marched them back
20 metres.
20 metres is right.
So, Germany, they turn the ball over. I hope errors don't start creeping in.
Slowly starting to fall apart for the Germans.
Yeah, there's only so much defence you can do before it really starts to take an effect on you. And Malif just tried to kick on the outside then. He makes his way to the substitution box. They're just shy of the 5 metre zone. They're into that area now. Oh, they just popped the ball back on the inside. I think maybe stayed on the left-hand side. The short ball might have been on for them.
Yeah, I think so. It was certainly the space on that side. Here we go. Germany's got their point up. Their number 3's working hard. Oh!
Wow. If he holds that, does he score himself? Not too sure. It was really close, but I can't wait to look back at that.
I think he could have gone down and scored that one.
As soon as he got the ball, he just whipped it straight back. I'm not too sure if his wing support knew it was on either. She did turn the ball over in the end. Would have been a spectacular touchdown if it pulled off, but might have just got a little bit too fancy there for the South Africans.
South Africa pouncing on those first 2 touches. They've been able to keep the Germans back. Still haven't crossed the halfway line. Takes a dummy half. She's picking up. Oh, she's dummy half. She didn't realise that. Here we go. Making their way direct through the field again.
Oh, there's a little
I'm sure he
bobble
was
as
in
well.
the ruck. Referees don't see it my way. Isn't that the commentator's way? What's going on there?
Yeah, they don't have a direct link to us in the commentary box. They're definitely not tuning in. Even if they did, I don't think they'd be listening anyway, would they? This is better from the Germans, but they have to come back. At least it was good running into the line. Just couldn't get the ball down onto the ground. So Mikoni driving out. They come back into the middle. There's space available to them, but yeah, just didn't have the turn of foot to get on the outside of Duplessis.
They're not lacking in leg speed, the Germans. They've, you know, when they go for it, they've certainly got some toe. It's just finding the right spaces and getting the right combinations going. Let's see what they can come up with this time.
Turn it back on the inside.
Okay.
Quick roll ball.
Pickton gone short side. She's looking for the follow.
Yeah, got hands on the ball there, so I suppose that's the next best result. Abraham's getting his hands on the ball. Probably wasn't going to eventuate back on the inside, so they give 6 more touches here to Germany.
Let's see what they're doing this side. So it's just gone to 32 Peel with a long ball, and let's see.
Yeah, ran out of options there, didn't they?
Here we go. South Africa. Again, look at the calmness they're making their way. Nice. Ball through the hands to the subbing box. Touch count 3. And they're calling their players around.
They're just taking the meters too easily at the moment. Nice ball as well. They go down right on the 5. The half just goes away from it, overran it, and they couldn't readjust after that.
Just lost a bit of structure there, South Africa. Just when they were getting near the strike zone. Here we go. Nice yards. They just need to anticipate or make their touch, the Germans.
Over the mark penalty given, unfortunately. And South Africa will progress it forward to the mark. They take the tap now. Great to see Germany at the World Cup, though. It's really starting to boom over in Germany, touch football, which is good to see.
I think it's fantastic for these developing nations of the game. It's great to see, and they certainly have, you know, the enthusiasm, and they've got some talent. It's just obviously it's raw at this stage, so some bit of coaching. Nice play. Nice play by South Africa. Just a really simple peel play there. Across the line, player receiving the ball virtually only had to take 2 steps and put it down, but it's all to do about a really nice clean setup, clean dump of the ball, dummy half, just releasing, player walks through. Nice.
Yeah, and that brings up number 10 for South Africa. Germany just the 1 touchdown in this match. Oh, I'd love to see them get another one on the board. They're moving the ball nicely at the moment in this set, and they've got sweepers coming around as well. So even though the scoreline is not looking great for them, they're still going as hard as they can. Oh, big touch made there, coming in from the right link to shut that one down. But better enterprising play from Germany. It's the last touch though now. They're still running here. They're running around and looking for the wrap play, but that was better.
That was better. It was a shame. They tried a couple of quickie plays, but the roll ball had just stepped the wrong way. There were some opportunities there.
They come back to their sub-box side now, and there's been a fumble in the ruck as well. Looking up for the referee. Thought there might have been German players in the ruck. Not called. And they're back on the attack.
Nice yards. Here we go. Early touch count for the Germans. Let's see what they can come up with. They're not afraid to throw that ball around, that's for sure. It's a peel play. Here we go. Still an early touch count for the Germans. Let's see if they can get something organised. Oh, just incorrect roll ball. Again, mentioned earlier in the first half, the referees are watching to make sure that the player steps, and we've got a runaway going on here.
Yeah, they just weren't in any position to recover after that change over there, and there was just space. But he looks extremely quick as well. Didn't really get out of second gear, didn't need to, and they streak away for yet another touchdown here.
just to go back to that penalty, so the referees are really looking to make sure that the person being touched is square stepping across the ball or forward of the ball and not making the touch and stepping back. So Germans need to watch that going forward. And
so 3/4 time now, and another chance for the players to grab a drink. And we'll take a short break as well. 11-1 is the score in the mixed open match here on field 1 between South Africa and Germany.
And here we go in the final quarter. South Africa versus Germany in the open mix. Germany with the ball to restart the fourth quarter. Let's see what they can do. It's a 21 peel. It's gone wide.
Yeah, get nervous every time South Africa pick the intercept off because we know that they can go the full length. They come back sub-box side. They are just not letting up here. They're relentless, South Africa. Look at the running game again coming out of the substitution box. They go more centralised now. They send it out to that left edge, fifth touch. Right, beautiful ball. Oh, the referee's going to come back for something. Forward pass, the call. And it'll be a little bit tough on the South African side, maybe. No comment.
Let off. They were let off. Hey, but great. I actually thought the referee was going to run the block there. He came in so fast into that play. Here we go. Back to the real action here. The German team seem to be really going down that wing link channel. They seem to be persevering. I think if they just change the channel line and more focused on the middle and the link line, then that will definitely take that opportunity up for a intercept. Here we go, another little follow play.
Ooh. Yeah, Colholm again, the chief playmaker of this
Let's see if they
German
can put a
side.
stop.
Yeah, good comment that you made. They really need to try to get up defensively. That helps. They have to go back to the mark. They're looking a little bit more clunky in this set, South Africa, so the German side need to really pay attention to this, and they have. So really from touch one, they didn't look good in that set, South Africa. And it was clunky as changes came onto the field, and they've turned it over at the same time.
And I think for any team that are really watching, I think that really shows that if you can get up early on the first one or two touches, it does put your team on the front foot as a defence team. So let's see, they're in a good position now to make a strike.
Here it is. Oh, goes the short ball again. Had to get hands on that Duplessis to stop that one. It really opened up. We could see it almost before it happened. But geez, if Duplessis got his hands on that, he might have gone away to the races as well. But it's 6 more for Germany. It just bobbles around a little bit in the ruck. Ooh, strong touch, but accidental. The referee just says he's up on the next one, champion. And Coleman again, just in the middle. See if she gets the quickie back. She does. Comes back. It might be all back on the inside again. Oh, it's been another collision. Poor Coleman. She is taking knocks left, right, and centre in this match. And
she is in the thick of things, as they say. She's gone to the back of the field. She says, "I'll just rest this one out.
Yeah,
Give me a couple of minutes, ref, and I'll coach, and I'll be back."
She'll be back, no doubt about it. She gave the thumbs up as she was walking off. So again, that's just another head knock. Poor lass, but she'll be back on the field, no doubt about that. Germany are going to get another penalty here. South Africans not moving forward off the line. And 6 more touches here to Germany. They're just looking for a little bit of static play. They come back to the left-hand side of the field. Good scramble defence from South Africa.
Germans choosing to go short side on that, and was just a mirror up by the South African team, so well defended. Gone back in.
Yeah, it was forward off the ruck. Just got into a difficult position on the roll ball. Got another German injury here. Unfortunately, they're falling apart. He's landed on his fingers. I hope one of them's not facing sideways or anything like that. It can be a common injury. I don't think there's a finger I haven't dislocated.
I think we've just found a new subbing box. It's called the back of the
field.
Back
of the field. You're not suggesting this could be a tactic just to get off the field a little bit quicker, are you?
Smart move. Here we go. South Africa. Let's see what's through the field. Let's see if the Germans can hold them out this time. I think it's touch count 3. Goes out that ball in hand. 5th and final. Let's see what they can come up with.
A good scramble from Germany in the end. Again, it was just the South African ball movement. That progresses them up the field. They come out to the left-hand side. They're numbered, but it's the footwork again that's creating chances here for South Africa. Oh, the referee's going to pull them back. Yeah, the crowd were clapping. They thought it was a touchdown in the corner. The referee's about 10 kilometres away on the other side of the field. He saw something that everybody else in the crowd didn't and pulls them back.
Nice play by South Africa. Unfortunately, a couple of those passes just in the end went forward, but they chose the right options just in the execution. Here we go. South Africa are up, really shutting that momentum down of the German team. Let's see. They're caught behind their 10. I'm going direct, says the German player.
Yeah, South African players caught offside and referees pulling them back nice and deep on this set.
Just coming around. It's a sweep play from 30 metres out.
5th touch. Turnover. Look at them. They're straight back on the roll ball. Still clapping from the sideline. There are plenty of enthusiasm still coming from the South Africa box, but they've turned the ball over. And they're in danger territory down this end of the field.
There's more enthusiasm shown in this quarter by the German team. Great to see. Let's see what they can pull together. Here's a sweet play coming. No.
Yeah, they don't mind throwing the ball around as well, do they?
I think in some of those early counts, it might pay for the German team to initiate their touch just so they can get a better roll on. Here we go. Follow play. Oh!
That was going to be a touchdown for all money. Huss was just a little bit behind the support player. Hits the deck a little bit hard as well. They just couldn't reel that in. Alan Stockton throwing the ball.
So they've definitely had the opportunity, the German team. So it's been that final execution of their play, just not coming to hand there. So let's see if they can hold them out again. The defence so far has been good.
Great drive into the line. They're on the back foot again. They go left to right, but just couldn't execute the final pass. It's forward as well.
I think there might be the 4th forward pass by the South African team down in this strike zone. So hands on hips by the German players. They're certainly feeling it in this heat.
Absolutely. So they're coming out of their end of the field. They're going to go to the sub-box side. They're desperate to get some changes here, Germany.
It's
better running, isn't it?
Certainly better. Let's keep the momentum going. You've got it. Don't slow it down now. So let's see what they can do.
Yeah, I was going to say the fancy footwork. I reckon he might have rolled on his ankle there at the same time. The German number 1 player is Matthew Dang. He's back to his feet now, just looking a little bit ginger.
Here's our favourite German player. She's back
on the field. We knew that she'd be back on the field. It'd take a tank to try to run through it to stop her from getting back out there.
I think the dive the execution of the dive may be causing some of the issues for the German players.
Bit of a marlin dive, that one, wasn't it? Entertaining.
Here we go. We've got our strike player back on the ball. She's starting to organise things.
She's going to set one. She's either going to set one up or score one in this set, I reckon.
Look, she really looks for that follow play.
Loves it.
Good defence, South Africa. Up to the task. Holding the line so far. Here we go. Middle pushed out early. He's up high. Nice. German's a quickie play. Again, the follow.
God.
South Africa, middle, just getting their hands in the way there. They've had that opportunity a number of times, just not getting that final pass to the player to get that touchdown.
So they send it out again, just working static plays at the moment, the Germans. And Colmheim again. There's a lot of pointing going on from Germany. South Africa not too flustered at the moment. They send their defence up to make the touch. They go back out to this left-hand side. Oh, yeah, they were well numbered. There's another penalty here for Germany. So a lot of repeat sets. South Africa, oh, there goes the ambitious dive again. And he must have seen the clock at some stage. Knew he had to go for it. But it was a super impressive performance from South Africa. They're rolling along nicely. 3 wins now on the board for them in the Mixed Open. Michael, thank you very much for joining me in commentary. It was a pleasure.
Pleasure. Thank you very much. And it's great to see the Germans really come back in that final quarter, just to hold the line. So it's been great. Great game of touch. Great weather. Fantastic to be here.
So plenty more games coming your way on the live stream. Stay tuned. There's more action coming back from the 2019 World Cup.